Hey guys, you asked and I delivered. This is the start of my series, Budget Dinner Breakdown. Now, I'm not going to do this every single night, but when I do budget dinners or pocket-friendly dinners, I'm going to show you and I'm going to break them down item by item and show you just how much you can cook on a less expensive budget. Okay, so tonight we're having buffalo chicken tenders, mac and cheese, and broccoli. Now, the first area is if you do not have staples like oil and milk already. The chicken tenders actually came out to be less than $6.91. But when you added it all together for a serving, for 4 servings, it was $14.14. Per 1 serving, it was $3.54 a serving. Now, this is if you do not have the staples and you need to buy the vegetable oil and milk. Now, if you have the staples already and you don't need to buy them, it breaks down right here. For 4 servings, it's only $10.43. Per 1 serving, it's only $2.60. Now that's pretty cheap. So let's get started on cooking this meal, and I'm going to show you that you can make a delicious meal. It doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be ramen or hot dogs every night either. So here we go. Let's get started. You can see this package of tenderloins was only $6.08. And I'm going to start by taking the nasty little vein out of it, or the tendon out of here. So we'll do that and we'll get these ready to go. My little breakdown sheet, I put 4 servings. I'm going to make all of these because, and there's just 2 of us, but my son eats like a grown man. And not only that, but if there's any left over, he can have them tomorrow for lunch. So, and that's always a winner when I don't have to make something totally new for lunch, you know. Let me get a paper towel. Sometimes it's hard to grip these little things. My chicken is all ready to go. I haven't seasoned it yet. I'm just getting my dredging station ready. So I'm going to crack like 3 eggs into this one, and I'm going to add some milk to stretch it. Now, I mean, you probably already have eggs in your house, and if you don't, eggs are like 99 cents for a dozen, so that's pretty cheap. Milk, cheap too. There you go. So let's get this dredging station set up. Okay, so when I cook, I always like to have 1 starch and 1 green. Now, our green tonight is broccoli, and I'm just going to cook this. It's frozen. I'm going to throw a little bit of butter in here, and I'm going to stick this in the microwave. I've got to put that on top so it melts onto everything. All right. And so this is going to take about 15 minutes to cook in the microwave. And our starch is going to be macaroni and cheese. I'm getting the water going for that right now. And it's just the generic 50 cents a box macaroni and cheese from Walmart. That's the one I like. So here we go. This is the macaroni and cheese that I like to cook. If you like shells and cheese, it's not much more than this. Or if you like the Kraft brand, it's not much more. So it's still pretty cheap. Now in this container, I'm going to put flour because we're making chicken tenders. My oil's heating up. It's almost ready. I'm going to do a good bit of flour in here so I don't have to add to it later. Now let's go ahead and season our chicken up. Now we are making buffalo tenders, which means it's going to have a sauce on it. So we don't want to put too much seasoning on this chicken, but I'm just going to throw some on here. Just a little bit. And I'm also going to put those same seasonings in my flour. All right, that is good. All right, now the way this is going to go is I'm going to scramble up my eggs, poke the yolks, break them. I don't usually put that much milk in it, but I mean, it's not going to hurt it. Okay, so the water is starting to boil from a macaroni and cheese, and the chicken tenders will not take that long to cook. So what you're going to do is the chicken tender is going to go. Oh, my oil is actually ready. Wow. All right, well, let's start frying these then. You're going to go into the flour first. There you go. I turned the camera for you. You're going to go into the flour first. Just to get the egg to stick to it, you're going to go into the egg. Okay. Get it good and dredged, and then you're going to go back into the flour. Kind of press it into this flour. You want to get a good breading on it. There, shake it off a little, and then it's going to go right into the fryer. We're going to fry maybe 5 at a time because that's how big the fryer is. Side note, if you don't have a deep fryer like I do, I have a kitchen kettle or a Fry Daddy. You can always fry these on the stove. It's just easier to keep the temp up on this kitchen kettle than it is on the stove. And I usually end up burning stuff because I put it on too hot. So if you have a thermometer, that's great. But like I said, you can also fry these on the stove. You don't need a big fancy deep fryer to do it. All right, my last batch of chicken tenders are in. I'm going to go ahead and drop my macaroni and cheese now. My broccoli is done in the microwave. Let's finish out this mac and cheese. If you don't know how to make mac and cheese, where you been? Where you been living? Because everybody knows how to make macaroni and cheese, even my kid. Okay, so we're gonna melt this butter. Where's the cheese packets? I like to wait till the butter dissolves all the way first. Not dissolves, melts. And I know some people don't like this macaroni and cheese, but I like it. I'm weird about cheese, and this has good cheese in it, so. If you don't like it, that's your business, not mine. Not your mama. And I don't even measure the milk. And it'll thicken as it cools too. I like my noodles al dente. I don't like them overcooked. If it's overcooked, I will not eat it. The pasta, I mean. All right, that amount of milk is perfect. I'm gonna keep stirring this until it's all dissolved. And then it is just about time to eat. I'm just waiting on my last batch of chicken tenders to come out. Let me check on those now. Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave them in there for just another minute while my broccoli finishes. And then we're gonna plate this up. I told you, doesn't it look good? And it was all cheap. My beautiful chicken tenders, they are all done. I'm gonna move those out of the way. I like to put them on a rack just to drain. I'm gonna pour my buffalo sauce into this measuring cup, and then I'm gonna heat it up in the microwave so it's a little warmer. And yes, it is cracked. Yes, it is Pioneer Woman, which cracks. I don't like to dredge all of the tenders at one time because I don't want them to get soggy while they sit. So I'm just going to dredge as we eat them. Here is my broccoli. It is all done. Here's my bowl. I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken tenders in there. Okay, and then I'm going to pour my sauce on. This is that Sweet Baby Ray's Buffalo. If you like any other brand, you can use that, of course. They're all about the same price. Toss. That's good. Make sure they're all coated real good. All right, I went ahead and put the macaroni and cheese in bowls. Go. All right, and then I'm going to put some broccoli on our plates. That broccoli just burnt my pinky. All right, this is my son's plate. This is mine. We're going to take our buffalo tenders. And we'll give him 4. And then I'll have 2. And there's still 1, 2, 3, 4. There's still 5 or 6 over here. So All good. All right. So here is our dinner. Oops. Here is our dinner on a budget. Tell me that doesn't look fantastic and like it costs more than $2 to $4 a serving. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this first video in my new series. I'll be doing more in the future. Love y'all.